Get ready, news junkies. It's another electrifying week here at ElectroDrive News, and the pace of innovation is absolutely breakneck. We've got a whirlwind of updates that are set to redefine the automotive landscape, and you're getting the inside track first. From global market shifts to cutting-edge tech that will blow your mind, buckle up because the future is unfolding right now, and you won't want to miss a single second. We're diving deep into the stories that matter, the ones that are charting the course for what's next. So, strap in, because the news cycle is moving fast, and we've got the essential intel you need to stay ahead of the curve. Let's get into it. First up, we're heading to Southeast Asia, where a seismic shift is underway in the electric vehicle market, and a major global player is making serious waves, but are they truly ready to conquer? Then, we're looking at the UK's ambitious electric vehicle grant system, and you might be surprised to learn which popular models are actually missing out on the biggest savings, and why. We're also heading to Europe for a glimpse of the future from a legendary automaker, showcasing not one, but three incredible new electric concepts and production models that promise to bring serious performance and style. And finally, we've got a sneak peek at a highly anticipated electric vehicle from a luxury brand that's packing a surprisingly practical and innovative new feature. It's all happening right here, right now. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for all the latest updates, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. China's EV surge in Southeast Asia, dominance or dilemma? China's electric vehicles are making unprecedented inroads into the Southeast Asian market, with brands like BYD and Wuling rapidly gaining market share and challenging established players. In Indonesia, a staggering 93% of electric vehicles are reportedly of Chinese origin. Malaysia has seen Chinese EVs capture 35% of the market share in the first half of 2025, securing the top spot in pure electric vehicle sales. Wuling, in particular, has made a significant impact in Thailand, exporting 35,000 vehicles in a single quarter and commanding over 25% of the market. This surge is a testament to China's global leadership in new energy vehicles, accounting for 62% of the over 17 million EVs sold worldwide last year. Chinese automobile exports overall saw a 19.33% year-on-year increase in 2024, with new energy vehicles driving a remarkable 75.2% growth in the first half of 2025 compared to the previous year. At the Bangkok International Motor Show, Chinese brands occupied half of the top 10 pre-order slots, signaling strong consumer interest. BYD, a frontrunner, has held nearly 40% of Thailand's EV market since 2013, and Chinese brands now dominate the top 5 newly registered pure electric vehicles in Thailand. However, this rapid expansion presents a complex picture. Despite impressive sales figures, Chinese brands hold only about 4% of the total overseas market for new energy vehicles. Southeast Asia remains a stronghold for traditional fuel-powered vehicles, with EVs having a penetration rate of only 1% to 1.3%. The long-standing dominance of Japanese brands, particularly Toyota, built over decades through strong brand power, product quality, and sophisticated financing, presents a significant hurdle. Japanese car sales have been in decline across Southeast Asia since 2019, creating an opening, but Chinese manufacturers face challenges in building comparable brand loyalty and addressing consumer concerns about long-term product quality and durability. The perception of rust issues, though sometimes amplified online, remains a concern. To truly establish market dominance, Chinese companies must focus on consistent quality, robust after-sales service networks, and competitive financing options, areas where Japanese brands have a well-established advantage. Furthermore, the localization of components, a key requirement in markets like Thailand, where a 40% localization rate is mandated, is a complex and costly endeavor. While Chinese brands are starting to establish local supply chains and drive investment from component manufacturers, they lag significantly behind Japanese counterparts in the number of local suppliers and the percentage of locally sourced components, especially for critical systems like batteries and electronics. The path to market leadership in Southeast Asia for Chinese EVs is paved with significant challenges beyond just sales volume, requiring a long-term commitment to quality, service, and deep market integration. But can these rapidly growing Chinese EV brands truly overcome the legacy and loyalty built by Japanese automotive giants? Stay tuned as we break down the critical factors that will determine the future of the EV market in this vital region. UK's EV grant, who's in, who's out, and why? The UK's Electric Vehicle Grant, EVG, aims to make electric cars more accessible, offering up to £3,750 for qualifying vehicles priced at £37,000 or less. However, the scheme's stringent criteria, focusing heavily on manufacturing sustainability, have left many popular models ineligible for the top grant. As of August 27th, only 2 models, the Ford Puma Jenny SUV and the e-Tornio electric van, qualified for the full £3,750 saving. This was a surprise to many industry observers who had anticipated the new Nissan Leaf, built at the Sunderland plant, to be among the first recipients. The grant scoring system heavily penalizes vehicles produced in regions with carbon-intensive energy grids, such as China, South Korea, Japan, Mexico, Poland, and Turkey. Emissions from battery production account for 70% of the criteria, with vehicle assembly emissions making up the remaining 30%. The carbon intensity of the electricity used during production is a critical factor, meaning countries heavily reliant on coal-fired power stations are at a disadvantage. Consequently, Transport Minister Lillian Greenwood indicated that Chinese-assembled vehicles, like the BYD Dolphin and MG4, are unlikely to qualify for the higher grant band and potentially not at all. In response to these limitations, some Chinese and Korean brands are offering their own discounts to bridge the gap and remain competitive. RAC's head of policy, Simon Williams, noted the positive impact of these manufacturer-led price reductions, stating that they provide consumers with more affordable choices and accelerate the transition to electric motoring. The Ford Puma Jenny and e-Tornio's eligibility is attributed to their electric drive units produced at Ford's Halewood plant and assembly in Craiova, Romania, both of which have seen significant investments in reducing CO2 emissions through improved logistics and solar panel installations. The scheme is still in its early stages, with many manufacturers' applications pending assessment. It's expected that more models will become eligible as the government processes applications and as manufacturers further invest in sustainable production practices. The current situation highlights the complex interplay between government incentives, global manufacturing practices, and consumer affordability in the push towards widespread EV adoption. With such strict sustainability requirements, how will this impact the broader EV market and consumer choice? Next, we're shifting gears to Europe to explore how a legendary automaker is pushing the boundaries of electric performance and design. Opel electrifies IAA Mobility with visionary concepts and all-wheel drive power. Opel is set to make a significant impact at IAA Mobility 2025, showcasing its commitment to high-performance, emotional, and future-proof electric mobility. The German brand will unveil 2 stunning world premieres, the Opel Corsa GSE Vision Gran Turismo concept and the new Opel Mokka GSE. Alongside these, the Opel Grandland Electric AWD, Opel's first all-electric model with all-wheel drive, will celebrate its public debut. Opel CEO Florian Heudel stated that these reveals embody the show's motto. It's all about mobility, promising visitors an experience of pure electromotive passion. The Corsa GSE Vision Gran Turismo is a particularly exciting prospect, merging the digital and real worlds. This concept car not only previews future all-electric GSE models, but also highlights Opel's dedication to the small car segment. More impressively, it will be available to experience and drive in the popular racing simulator, Gran Turismo 7, from autumn onwards. Boasting an extraordinary design, a system output of 588 kW, 800 HP, 800 Nm of torque, and acceleration from 0 to 100 km/h in just 2 seconds, it represents the pinnacle of Opel's performance-oriented GSE sub-brand. Its muscular appearance is characterized by sharp contours and aerodynamic solutions, including aero curtains, efficient aero wheels, and an active aero diffuser. The cockpit is driver-focused, featuring a slim steering wheel with crucial information projected onto a head-up display. The new Opel Mokka GSE and its motorsport counterpart, the Mokka GSE Rally, embody the goosebumps, speed, and euphoria of the GSE moniker, all delivered electrically. The Mokka GSE Rally, with its distinctive motorsport livery, offers 207 kW, 280 HP of peak power and 345 Nm of torque. Opel has confirmed that this performance will translate to the production Mokka GSE, which will also deliver 207 kW, 280 HP, and accelerate from 0 to 100 km/h in 5.9 seconds, with a top speed of 200 km/h, making it Opel's fastest all-electric model to date. This performance is supported by motorsport-inspired technology, including a Torsen multi-plate limited-slip differential, sport-tuned chassis, and new double hydraulic dampers, with high-voltage components sourced from the Mokka GSE Rally. The Grandland Electric AWD marks another significant milestone as Opel's first all-electric vehicle with all-wheel drive. This top-of-the-line SUV will offer a system output of 239 kW, 325 HP, and 509 Nm of torque, achieving 0 to 100 km/h in 6.1 seconds. With a range of up to 489 kilometers, WLTP, in the Ultimate variant, it provides both comfort and capability. Drivers can select from 4 modes: Normal, Eco, Sport, and 4WD, with 4WD ensuring optimal grip by continuously distributing power to all 4 wheels. The chassis features frequency-selective damping technology for adaptable ride characteristics, catering to both comfortable cruising and sporty driving. Opel's presence at IAA Mobility promises a compelling display of their electric future. These electrifying concepts showcase Opel's bold vision for the future of electric performance. But what innovative feature is set to debut on an upcoming luxury electric SUV that could become a new standard? Porsche Macan Electric, a reversing innovation that could change driving. The highly anticipated 2026 Porsche Macan Electric is generating buzz not just for its performance and luxury, but for a surprisingly practical and potentially industry-changing feature: a clever new reversing system. While details are still emerging, reports suggest this innovative technology aims to simplify one of the most common and sometimes stressful driving maneuvers. Porsche has a history of integrating cutting-edge technology into its vehicles, and this new reversing feature is expected to be no different, potentially offering enhanced visibility, more intuitive control, or automated assistance that goes beyond current systems. The specifics of how this system will work are eagerly awaited, but the implication is that it could set a new benchmark for driver convenience and safety in parking and low-speed situations. Many current vehicles offer rear-view cameras and parking sensors, but Porsche's approach is likely to be more integrated and sophisticated, perhaps leveraging advanced sensor fusion or AI-driven predictive capabilities. The goal is to make the often challenging task of reversing more effortless and secure, a feature that could appeal to a wide range of drivers, from seasoned enthusiasts to those new to larger vehicles. This innovation comes as the Macan Electric prepares to launch, marking Porsche's significant expansion into the all-electric SUV segment. The vehicle itself is built on the premium platform Electric, PPE architecture, co-developed with Audi, and promises impressive range, performance, and the signature Porsche driving dynamics, all delivered through electric power. However, it's these thoughtful, practical innovations, like the advanced reversing system, that often capture the public's imagination and highlight a manufacturer's attention to detail and user experience. The potential for this feature to be adopted by other automakers, much like other innovations pioneered by Porsche, could significantly impact the future of automotive design and driver assistance systems. It underscores a growing trend in the automotive industry to not only focus on powertrain advancements, but also on enhancing the everyday usability and integration of technology into the driving experience. This innovative reversing system highlights a focus on practical, user-friendly technology in the EV space. That wraps up our top stories for this week. Stay tuned for the breakdown. And that's a wrap. Chinese EVs are surging in Southeast Asia, but face brand and quality hurdles. The UK's EV grant is selective, favoring sustainable production, leaving many models out. Opel is electrifying IAA Mobility with sporty concepts and an all-wheel drive SUV. Plus, the Porsche Macan Electric is set to debut a game-changing reversing feature. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to ElectroDrive News for all your essential automotive updates, and hit that notification bell. Follow us on all social media platforms for more behind-the-scenes content and breaking news. We'll see you next time.